I was fortunate enough to get access to an early demo for Yooka-Replaylee. Now this was a big deal for me actually, because ever since the first game originally came out, the very first Yooka-Laylee, I was a big fan. Over the years, you've heard criticisms here and there and people outright saying the game is bad because it didn't live up to expectations. Like, I've heard all of that and then some, and maybe it's just my 3D platformer bias is like through the roof, and I totally accept that. But I always loved the original Yooka-Laylee. Although yes, there are obviously problems, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I really had a good time and thought, you know what, there's something there that could be built on in the future. And you know, as far as Impossible Layer is concerned, that game's damn near flawless as far as a 2D platformer goes. Like, God, I love that game so much. But Yooka-Replaylee, okay, so we're gonna take the original Yooka-Laylee, we're gonna iron out a bunch of the small issues here or there, we're gonna fix it up, all the issues that people have been saying over the years, we're gonna implement them in the game, as well as making it look a whole lot nicer. Sure, that's all it really needed to do. I still wanted to get my hands on it. I've had the original Yooka-Laylee for years, but oh my God, a remake by the main company? Sure, I'm ready to dive on in. It should be obvious, but it is worth pointing out that this is obviously a very early build of the game. Some things are not fully implemented yet. It may look better and run better than what you're seeing here. Just something to keep in mind. This demo is mostly there to just get the general feel of what Playtonic is aiming for now. And man, gotta tell you, my expectations are pretty high after playing this. So the demo stage is only one level. It is the second level in the game, the Glitter Glaze Glacier, just aka the ice level. And yeah, right off the bat, you can see the graphical improvements like instantaneously. This is one of those sort of things where maybe you think with your nostalgia that the game originally looked like this, but if you take a look back at the original, yeah, you can see the lighting is a whole lot better. The models are a little bit nicer because there's new texture details. Like, dude, Laylee is fuzzy in this one. She was always adorable, and now she's even more adorable. She's so cute. And then I played it a little bit more, and even more things became apparent like so quickly, like the new dialogue boxes. That's different there. The UI in general has been modified. The music is a lot cleaner. You know, it's just a pleasure on the ears. I've always loved the original soundtrack, and it does sound just a little bit crisper now, so that's nice. And then I started pressing some buttons, and then oh my God, a map? There's a map in this game. Oh my God. Now what you're seeing here, once again, it's incomplete. It already shows a decent amount of things there. Like you can see some of the NPCs you can interact with. That's cool. But in the final build, it will show the pages, and that's awesome. So like one of the main issues with the original game was you were always just like trying to figure out where to go next, and you would get lost easily. And sometimes you would go somewhere and you'd be like, okay, there's nothing here. That's unfortunate. Like it didn't really reward exploration the way it should have, but here you have a map, thank God. And on top of that, there's a brand new NPC called Mark, a bookmark, and every time you talk to him, there are multiple in the level, it accesses a fast travel point, so you can jump from point to point in the entire level. God, that sounds so good. Admittedly, in this demo, that was not implemented, but I've already played this game multiple times before, so I didn't have a problem getting lost. I was able to just fly anywhere I wanted to, so that was cool. But hey, oh my God, having fast travel and easy map, you'll be able to know where pages and NPCs are, no problem. Like that is such a game saver for this game. Like me, the hardcore platforming guy, I dealt with a lot of that issue of like just trying to figure out where to go. I'm just so fine-tuned to that for my platformers, but for more casual people who had issues with it, those issues were totally valid, and that seems to be completely fixed in Replaylee. A lot of the controls have been fine-tuned as well, like the swimming controls. Wasn't really an issue before, but now they just feels a whole lot better. It's like almost very typical Mario-styled swimming controls, where you press the A button and you start to slowly go up, otherwise you'll slowly sink down. It's nice, it felt really good. Why not? The flying controls, same thing. I don't remember them being too cumbersome in the original, but they're super simple now. I was able to go exactly where I needed to, no issues whatsoever. That was nice. The double jump has been removed now. Instead, you now have just a really tall single jump. I like that. There's all those other moves that the duo Yooka and Laylee can pull off, like the sonar blast and obviously the flying and whatnot. Everything at your disposal now takes way less power than it did before. That power meter was such a make or break thing for the original game. Like these abilities were really cool, but man, that power, it went away so quickly. But not only do those moves use less power than they did before, the rolling move uses 0 power now. Thank God, that should have been how it was from the beginning. I can't believe the Talon Trot equivalent by the Banjo-Kazooie devs, they made that take power in the original game. That was like my biggest issue, and now that's gone too. Hallelujah. You may notice in the footage too that there's also an additional collectible, these silver coins called the Quids. There's also this brand new NPC called Coinelius, I believe is how you say it, just like a little silver piggy bank that you can defeat, and then like a bunch of other silver coins can pop up. That's cool. Hey, a new thing. At the time, I really don't know what they're intended to be used for because you can't use them. I don't know if Vendi is gonna have something for you. I don't know if Trouser is gonna have something for you. I don't know, because neither character is selling anything now. They're just sort of placeholders. Cool, but hey, it's something new to collect. That's nice, but the biggest benefit to that also is sort of compounded with what I said before about the original game's issue of you explore and there's a lot of times where there's nothing there. This just means there is more stuff to collect around every corner, and then on top of that, NPCs have been placed in different areas and some pages are like scattered around in different spots. The pacing of finding things in this level is so much greater than it was before, because it really feels like now there is something around every single corner, whether it be the quills, whether it be a pagey, whether it be an NPC, whether it be now a bunch of these quids with their mysterious use. I don't know, but it really felt like everywhere I was going there was something to do, and on top of just not being able to get lost now with the map, like man, it felt so much better. Oh god, they added red coin challenges to like the quid system too. There are these times you get like this ring of red quid, and then like when you do it, like you have a very quick time limit to get all of them, and then hey, I got a pagey at the end. Cool. That's sick, man. Once again, more stuff to do is awesome. They added little celebration sequences when you get pages and the Ghost Riders now too. That's cute. That was always something that was nice. Obviously, you go back to Banjo-Kazooie, Jak and Daxter, just any sort of reward victory dance was nice. I mean, even Banjo-Tooie, like, removed it right out of the gate, and Yooka-Laylee was kind of more like Tooie in that regard, and I'm glad that's been fixed. It's such a minor thing in the grand scheme of things, and honestly, gameplay-wise, it's almost like a bad thing because it stops your play control for a few seconds, but that charm, it goes a long way in my opinion. So yes, in regards to the presentation and the functionality of the character, like it's just way more improved than it was before, and everything that Yooka can do now in terms of the play control, it feels great in a level that was established, you know, way before that play control was even an option. Like the lack of a double jump, but instead a taller single jump, like it just felt good. Like I was able to flow into it super quickly. Even though I'm used to double jumps in so many platformers, being able to jump as high as you do now, it felt great. But the thing that really stuck to me the most, as someone who has played the original game multiple times, was the sort of just the rediscovery of everything. Because yeah, NPCs are in different locations, so like, okay, I'm trying to retool my brain into where I need to go at any given time. But the thing that I think I was the most pleased about, where there were these pages inside cages that often would give you a challenge in the original game, and the challenges have been retooled. I was kind of surprised by this because there's this one area where, okay, you gotta do a flying challenge, you gotta go through a bunch of rings in a quick amount of time in order to free the pagey. Perfect. But once I did it, I noticed, wait, I can do it again? And then it's like a different pathway, so there's like scalable challenges now? As far as I can tell, in the main menu here, there are the same amount of pages than there were before, and yet there are brand new challenges and whatnot. And then like I go into the Icy-Metric Palace. I liked this area in the original, but it was a little bit confusing because it was very big, and once again, this could be something that is work in progress, could be changed in the future, but it was a lot smaller now, and it was way easier now to get to the major points of interest, like getting to the boss and whatnot, which, once again, new UI, it looks really nice. Oh, and dude, they completely changed the quiz room too. Like, it's a lot more colorful and jokey. Like, dude, like genuine new content now. God, I'm gonna love this so much. My notes say as well that the bee enemy has been redesigned. Cute, man, look at him. Sadly, one of the things that wasn't functional in this game was the minecart segment. Like, you can just walk through him in this demo. You can't access anything there. That's kind of unfortunate, but I mean, ultimately, my main takeaway from this is, as someone who has played the original multiple times before, even though it had a bunch of problems, I am very excited to go back through this original adventure, which I do love so much, with all these new little things here and there, because my curiosity is just like going through the roof now. I've only seen one level in this game now. How are the other levels going to be changed? Is the hub world going to get changed as well? Like, there are a lot of opportunities for cool little secrets here and there in the Hivory Towers. Is something going to be done there? What other new stuff is going to be there, if anything at all? Like, I was already super interested in Yooka-Replaylee, and man, this demo really reaffirmed my excitement. I can't wait for this. If you are someone who either kind of enjoyed Yooka-Laylee or even didn't like Yooka-Laylee, just for a lot of the complaints that, you know, were very valid for that original entry, then I gotta tell you, man, this game could be it. We're getting so many good 3D platformers out there, and this looks like it is easily going to be the definitive experience for this game. And I would just, you know, very much assume that what's being done here is also going to be like a bit of a test to see what they're going to be able to get away with in Yooka-Laylee, Yooka-Laylee 2, whatever the hell they end up calling it. I don't know. I'm very happy about this. Yooka-Replaylee, gonna be very good. Thank you so much to Playtonic Games for offering me a preview code for this. I don't normally do preview things at all, so this was very nice that it was Yooka of all things. I had the major urge to go play some Impossible Lair again after playing this demo, so I'm gonna continue on doing that. But let me know your hype for Yooka-Replaylee down below. And yeah, long live 3D platformers, man. It's good to be here. We're in a good timeline as far as that's concerned. Dude, the fur on Laylee, man. That's crazy. That's next gen as hell.